Found Kyle.
Alright, let's see. Are we live? Oh, I think we are. I think we're live. Let's go to Twitter real quick. There we go. Are we live? There it is. There's the little window. We did it. Wow, we actually did it. What is the... Oh, we're streaming in 1080p apparently. Ain't that nice. Anyways, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm live for 2 days in a row. That's like a new record. That's got to be a new record, right? That 100% has to be a new record for me. I am live 2 days in a row. That's great. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We're here playing the city again. I did a couple things off stream. I didn't really do much. I added a... Oh my god, I'm sorry. I might cough a bit because I had an iced coffee. And milk-based products make me cough. And soda. Soda and milk make me cough. But anyways, I did some things off stream. I added a few more buildings here. I built up this area around the school. You know, just a little bit of housekeeping. I didn't really play this game that much after I streamed yesterday. I fucked around with some maps that I made and then posted it to Reddit and then got screamed at by some goobers on Reddit. There's a reason why I stick to Twitter and I don't really use Reddit that much. It's because Reddit just has so many fucking like assholes on it. I don't understand. But yeah, we're just gonna build out the rest of the city here. I don't know what I'm gonna put here. Maybe a park. There isn't really a park for this neighborhood. You know what I mean? Do we have like a small playground? Here we go. There, that fits. Anyways, we have a couple people in here. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I hope you all are doing pretty good. Looks like we have 2 or 3 people in here. I can't really tell. But welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. Actually, I should probably... We have a couple... Okay, there we go. Wow, I just turned my voice on and I sound a lot different than I do in real life. Let me see if I can change that. I sound a bit loud. There, tell me if that's too quiet. Tell me if that's too loud. Anyways, we have a little park here right next to the train tracks because, you know, that's the safest place to have a park for children. I don't really know what else to put in this neighborhood. We're just going to put down a couple more small houses. Whoops, that's not supposed to go there. I should probably turn down the audio just a tiny bit. There we go. If it's too quiet, just let me know. I don't want to like... I'm really amateur with this streaming shit. So I might fucked up and everything sounds too quiet. We have some nice looking houses here. These houses are not centered. There we go. We're gonna put that little guy there. I love these Cleveland houses. These like little double-decker Cleveland houses. I like the upstairs. I don't know if these double houses means that a family lives on the bottom and the top floor. I'd assume this is just one house, right? For one family. I like the upstairs, like balcony. That shit is cool. We need more houses like that in America. Same with these like Pittsburgh style houses. These are pretty cool. Anyways, we have a nice little neighborhood coming together here. I like the mixed housing here. These kind of, what would you call these? Like condominium style, like row houses, I guess. I like these. I like these corner houses. These are kind of cool. This is all gonna be factories right here, or at least warehouses. I don't really have much for factories installed in this game. There aren't many like old buildings, I guess. I guess we can try and start putting some stuff in here. Let's see, that that fits surprisingly well. Nice. Let's see if we could fit something else in here. This one might have to go closer here because it has some cutouts for railroad tracks. And I might run some train tracks through here just for aesthetic purposes. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I don't know what to put here. You know what, we'll just put those there. Why not? Again, I'm really not that good with this game. At all. What? Do I... No, did I exit? No, I did not. I almost... We're gonna... Anyone? Slow mode? I do not have slow mode on. Yeah, okay. I don't know, for some reason I thought you could have changed the tags for like a stream. I'm used to originally streaming on Twitch where you can like change tags and like select what game you're playing, but I guess you can't do that on YouTube. Or maybe those are features that you unlock when you're when you have a lot more subscribers. I can't do donations unless I have like a concurrent like regular viewership and high subscriber rate, which is kind of sad, but whatever, you know. These factories look fucking stupid, just sitting on their own. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know what to put here. I really don't know what else to put here. God. Because I want to make this look realistic, but at the same time, it's like... Do I not? I don't know. We'll put in some corner buildings. We'll put this little guy in there. That looks nice. That doesn't look too bad. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cute. I don't know why that's not lining up, but whatever. We'll do that. We'll get rid of these two little things. I don't know why I put those there. There we go. That looks neato, I guess. Oh, what's this thing? It doesn't line up. Why? We'll worry about that later. I guess it's just this connector piece right here that just has a hard time lining up with things. There we go. That looks fine. That looks so stupid. Whatever, I don't care. We'll put like some trees in the middle, maybe. That's like a decent sized factory lot. 75 workers, 12. My plan for this area is to have a train go from here, down to here, and then up to here, obviously. And then we would, I'd probably have like a tram run throughout here. I'd probably have it go up to here, come through this neighborhood, circle around, and then go back. Maybe. In fact, actually, we could probably do that right now. It's under transport, right? Yeah, here we go. We would... Ooh. I think we're just gonna have a regular, just mixed traffic tram. Does that say 2-lane road? Yeah, that's normal. We'll have it do. Okay, I kind of fucked up. I fucked up. Shit. We need to go back. We need to undo that. Oh god. I messed up. Here we go. There we go. That's okay. I messed up again. There we go. There we go. So we'll have the tram do like a little circle here. Go back out towards the factories. Anyways, I hope everyone that is watching. Looks like we have 4 people in here. I'm not sure. It's really hard to tell with OBS, but I hope everyone is having a great day. Is there a tram on Industrial Road? I don't know. Not sure. Well, we'll just do that. Here we go. 4-lane road with the tram. We'll just do that. But yeah, I hope everyone who's watching is having a great Tuesday. I can't believe it's Tuesday already. Time goes by so fast when you're an adult, man. It's kind of insane. Why can't I zone anything on here? What the hell? There we go. Okay. That's normal. I can't believe tomorrow's already October 1st. It's like... It's kind of jarring. And then a month from now, there's gonna be snow everywhere. Because that's just how Minnesota works. It's like, oh, it's 80 degrees in October. On October 1st. And then November 1st, it's like, it's -10. This state is silly. We're gonna build this tram depot. Do I have another one? I thought I had a modded one. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm gonna build it over here for now. I hate this one because you have to like it's very hard to connect with the road. We'll just do that. There we go. No, that is fucked. Okay, we're just not gonna do that, apparently. Like I told you guys, I'm not good at this game. I am very much a novice. Holy shit. Okay, we just need to find the regular tram tracks then. There we go. And then we should be able to just do that. Wow, that looks fucked. There we go. That looks nice. Obviously, it's not connected to down there, but that's fine because we're gonna build out a giant tram network. I'm not really gonna build a. I don't think I'm gonna build a subway in this city, just because it's just. I think this city's being like a mid-sized city. Also, I think off stream I built this building. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. It doesn't really fit. Cause we're going for like a 70s, like mid 70s theme with this city, and that just looks maybe 1980s ish. Let's build a plaza down here, and that's what that's missing. Where is the plaza? That's right in here, isn't it? A food truck plaza? Sure, why not? There we go. That looks lovely. That does not fit at all, but it is whatever. And then we'll just put like a tree. A couple of... we will put a couple of trees surrounding it. There you go. There's your plaza. Lovely. We will throw in another plaza here. Okay, that one looks a bit better. Nice. Anyways, we still have the tram out this way we need to connect up. I should probably put another tram station over here somewhere. Or not station, you know what I mean. One of these things. We'll put it here for now. Right? And then... oh, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Oh no, that is turbo fucked. Shit. We're just gonna do that for now. Let's see, what kind of tram shall we... well, we should probably fill in the line first. I'll probably put PCCs on this one, since... I don't know. Anyways, if I'm too quiet, let me know, guys. I am not good at this streaming stuff. It's probably pretty fucking obvious. Here, we'll put in the tram line here, put the station. I like the process of building a line in this game. It's really awesome and intuitive. I like that shit. It is nice. We're gonna put one right there. Right there. We will set one right there. I'm probably putting way too many stations in, but I don't care. And there we go. That looks... honestly, that looks pretty cool. Where is the tram line? We will call this the... Industrial Tram Line 1. Let's give it a cool color. We'll give it like a darker Amtrak blue. We will go with a... I don't know. Where is the PCCs? There we go. We'll go with the Montreal PCC. So we have the little factory here. We have some of these little buildings popping up or sprouting out, I guess. We should probably put in some water. Some kind of water thing. Where's the ones that can... There we go. These connect to the lakefront. We need a bunch of these. And then we need some kind of water treatment facility. I like the water system in this game. It's very intuitive. Putting down pipes everywhere is pretty awesome. There's like some SimCity games where it's just like you put down a water tower and it's just like that's it. You don't have to put pipes in, and it's like I like putting pipes in. It just adds a bit more realism to the game, I guess. I don't know if anyone here plays Planet Coaster, but Planet Coaster 2 has pipes for like electricity. Well, not pipes for electricity, but they have like pipes for water, they have electricity, and it's like, okay, that's kind of cool, but it's also a roller coaster, like theme park management game. I'm not building a city. I don't think I need sewer pipes connecting all of the rides together. I think that's a bit much. Also, I love how gridded I made everything. That's my thing. That's my thing with a lot of these cities, is I just make grids, because I'm so bad at just, like, doing anything else. Everything has to be a grid. If it's not a grid, I'm fucked. I don't know. I'm really bad at putting, like, buildings around like corners and whatnot and getting everything lined up. It's got to be a grid. But also gridded cities are probably some of the best cities in the world. Let's be for real though. Oh, I fucked that up, didn't I? Yup. I probably messed that up again. Whatever. Anyways. No, there's still a little bit more left to connect up here. God, I am fighting sleep demons right now. I am trying not to fall asleep. I was originally not gonna stream today, because I'm like, I'll like take a nap or whatever. And I'm like, nah, I'll fucking stream. I'm good. Hopefully this coffee kicks in that I just had, because I don't want to fall asleep on stream. I wake up pretty early for work. I woke up at like 3:30, and I had to go in at 4, and that was not ideal, especially when I went to bed at like 11. A little after 11, it's like, I shouldn't have done that. Do I have the water connected to everything? No, I do not. I don't know why these don't show up as brown. I guess maybe they don't need water. Oh, and this too. There we go. That should be good enough. I have okay, nothing is connected to electricity. Oh god. That would have been really bad. Oh wait, no, there's a wire. I just haven't started the ticker yet, that's why. And I still need to go in and add water treatment. What is this? Wastewater treatment plant. Oh yeah, okay. We will add it in right here next to the coal power. I think that's good. The peasantry don't need electricity, that's true. Then again, this neighborhood's like, what, meant to be a little it's meant to be a little like lower class neighborhood. I think they could probably burn a few candles, you know. Right, it's the 1970s. I think people have candles lying around. Speaking of candles, have you guys ever been to a fucking mall lately? They have those fucking candle stores, and like that have like the candles and like the hand soap and the air fresheners. They have them fucking everywhere. White women love that shit. I went on a date with a girl a couple of months ago, and we went to the mall, and it was a nice date, but I just wasn't really into her that much. But we went to the mall, and we went to one of those stores. She spent $200 fucking at that store buying candles, and she was so giddy at like every little Halloween candle they had, and I'm like, who the fuck is buying candles? Why do, like, what the fuck do you need 4 candles for, and like all of this hand soap for? Who is like, no fucking wonder we're almost in a recession. And then I was at the mall this past weekend, a different mall here in the Twin Cities that I rarely go to. They had Bath and Body Works right next to another store that is exactly the same as Bath and Body Works, just completely different. And it's like, why do you have 2 of them next to each other? That's like having fucking Cinnabon next to like Krispy Kreme. I don't burn candles. And even if I did, I wouldn't be spending like $30 on a fucking candle. Holy crap. Anyways, that's my rant for the day. Candles. They are very expensive, apparently. At least at these places. What even caused me to rant about that? I have no idea. Sometimes I just get very angry at dumb stuff. You know, all those candles in case the power goes out? That is true. Oh, but like, it's walking past those stores is, dear Lord. Oh my God, it's like you walk past those stores and like you physically like convulse at just the smell. The smell of Bath and Body Works, the smell of like all of those stores. There's a popcorn store. If you ever go to the Mall of America, the biggest mall in the state, it's the biggest mall, I think the biggest mall in the country and the biggest mall in the state. You go to the Mall of America, there's a popcorn store. Oh my God, it smells horrible. I forgot to give the townsfolk electricity. Ah, fuck them. They don't need electricity. Here, we'll put that in there. Oh, that needs to be connected. And so does this little gay ass train station there. There we go. Shall we start the ticker? I think we will start the ticker. Everything's just gonna explode. Wait, hold on a sec. We need to go into options. Pollution solution. There we go. Need to get rid of death, garbage, crime. There we go. I don't have to worry about crime. I do need to build a police station over here, though. You know, you gotta have a zoo in your city for, you know, people to come and look at all the pigs. We'll put it right there. We'll put down a... Ooh, there's like no fire protection over here. That's no bueno. We'll put it right there. That looks nice. Oh, these guys don't have water. How do you not have... Oh, okay. Oh, that's not good. I don't have the highways connected to the rest of the city. You want to know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna have to make like a janky connection. It's gonna look janky for the time being, but we gotta do it just for now, because I wanna at least see this city grow a bit. What the hell is happening out here? Oh, okay, I just threw down some random buildings, I guess. Let's see. We'll just put a couple of houses here just to bridge the electricity gap. Anyways, what was I talking about earlier? Oh yeah, malls. Malls and smells. Yeah, there's this popcorn place at the Mall of America. How can this be an American city? There's no 20-lane highway going through it. Not yet. There might be. I might do that in the future. I'm not sure yet. I do wanna, if there's gonna be a highway going through it, it's gonna be underground. I might be a little mean, but I'm not that mean. We're probably gonna have it go underground like here, and we have to remove some of these buildings to put in the fucking interchanges. I do want to make this highway have like a loop that goes around out this way, and then maybe have some small suburban development outside the loop. I'm also going to do another janky connection here real quick. Here we go. We're going to connect it right there. There we go. I think everything looks pretty good so far. How's our water looking? Water availability is fine. We don't have electricity provided to this building, unfortunately. What? Okay, the encashment zone is not very big. Yeah, where's all the downtown parking? This is not a real American city. Oh, why is this building so dark? Here we go. That looks nice. We'll put down a statue plaza. No, we'll find a small plaza to put down here. What is this? Small ice cream plaza? Okay. Yeah, every city in America would be much better with a small ice cream plaza. And then we gotta find like a tall building to put here. Okay, we'll pause the game real quick. Ground sounds like Elon's Hyperloop in the works. Oh my god, I fucking hate that guy so goddamn much, and of course his Hyperloop shit. They are building another one. They are potentially building another one in Nashville. I was in Nashville back in August, and I love going to a city and watching like like their local news or whatever. And I'm watching the local news there on like the hotel TV, and they're like, construction on the Hyperloop should begin soon, and I'm like, what? They're actually building a Hyperloop in Nashville? Are you fucking kidding me? Apparently they are. It's gonna run from downtown to from downtown to the airport, and it's just like, why? That's fucking dumb. In fact, let's see if we can find it. Nashville Hyperloop. Oh, here we go. There it is. The Music City Loop, the Boring Company. They don't even have a map. Like, they don't even have a map. Like, this is so bullshit. They don't even have a fucking map of like it of like the project. They just have like a wall of text. Like, come on. Let's see if we can find a map. Here we go. What is that? A map of possible Hyperloop routes? Okay, what the fuck is this? This has got to be from like the 2010s. Yeah, 5 years ago. Boring Company's National Tunnel Project. A closer look. Yeah, here we go. Apparently, they're gonna start construction soon. It runs from the state capitol. Is there 2 stops? There's 2 intermediate stops: State Capitol, Convention Center, and Airport. This is why these projects are so shit. Is because there's no intermediate stops. It's like, we're just gonna build it right here. Like, first off, these people right here are the whitest motherfuckers on the planet, and you know damn well they're gonna be sitting here with pitchforks in their hands going, a tunnel under my house? I don't fucking think so. Airports. Why does it go from the airport like straight out and then do this curve? Why does it not just go like that? I have no idea. Oh my god, it's so stupid. There's no reason. What is that? Hyperloop India. Oh dear god. There's no reason for this thing to exist. There's literally no reason for this thing to exist. It's so stupid. I hate Elon Musk and all of his proposals for transit. What the hell do I even put here? Commuter rail? Yeah, their commuter rail is bad, but the big thing with the Hyperloop is it's like, whoa, the taxpayers don't have to pay a dime to do this, and it's like, yeah, but like, it's a shit project, you know? It doesn't matter if the taxpayers don't have to pay a dime, it's dog shit. At least, like, it kind of sets the groundwork for, you know, a future potential light rail, but even like the right of way that we saw on the map that it, you know, takes is bad. Is terrible, right? Because it goes like right under residential areas, and it doesn't really serve like a corridor where you can add in like future intermediate stops. Whoa, what is going on there? So I don't know. Fuck. What the fuck is happening? I hate it. I hate all of these proposals. They had a chance back in 2018 to vote for light rail in Nashville. They held a vote, and it almost passed, but it didn't, because oil companies and automotive, not automotive companies, but like car dealerships came in and were like, whoa, you could have a lot of crime come to your suburbia areas if you build out this light rail. Let's see if I can find a map of it. Is it called Let's Move Nashville? Ooh, here we go. Oh, okay, never mind. It didn't almost pass. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can see, like, the inner city is like, we want this! And the white, like, Hitlerite suburbs are like, no. Proposed light rail in blue, bus rapid transit. Sorry, light rails in red, BRTs in blue, and I believe there was like a commuter rail that would have gone up to like up here, right? Am I wrong? Let's move. Here we go. The plate's $5.2 billion transit in Denver. Oh, in denser future. Okay. Yeah, they're supposed to have like a downtown light rail too. What? No, I want to open. What is happening? What the fuck is happening? Here we go. That was supposed to be frequent transit. Okay, commuter rail. Okay, so that's the one commuter rail line they have. And they were supposed to have light rail go all the way up here. I think that's the airport, maybe? Wait, Gallatin. If that would have gone all the way to Gallatin, that's a pretty extensive light rail line. Dismiss, get off of here. Here we have Nashville. Yeah, whoa! That's a pretty extensive light rail line if it's going all the way out to Gallatin. Right? That's like... No, that can't be right. A 25-mile light rail line that costs... The project would have cost $5.2 million? No fucking shot. I don't think that's correct, but anyways, that would have gone out to Murfreesboro. What the fuck? Wait, really? Light rail all the way out to Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro's all the way down here. That's not real. Maybe this is commuter rail they're talking about and not light... No, that can't be right. I don't know. If that's true, that's fucking crazy that they turned this down. That would have been an insane system. Like what? Murfreesboro has got to be like 30 miles from downtown Nashville. Yeah, what the hell? That's crazy. At Grok? At Cock? Is this real? Anyways. I'm probably... I don't know, they probably mislabeled these lines. That's probably like Murfreesboro right there, or over here. And it's probably the Murfreesboro line. God, these are still some insane lines. That would have been... Okay, this would have been insane if it was built. That's still like a 30-mile light rail line. A 30-mile light rail line, a downtown tunnel, a 24-mile light rail line, however long this one is, all of these BRT lines at a cost of $5.2 billion. No shot that would have been $5.2 billion. Paleolithic humans investing... Rock, is this real? No, it is not real. Oh my god, I don't know. The fact that they turned that down. They turned that down and then, was it last year? No, was it last year or the year before? They voted for like BRT and it's like, oh. It's like, oh. Yay, BRT, that's cool. Here, we'll put the little we'll put the little truck plaza there. BRT is a meme. I don't like BRT. Because we can't build good BRT in this country. It's always like, what if we built a slightly more frequent bus that was maybe a little bit faster and also cost like $200 billion, you know? Bus rapid transit. Oh, no, that looks fine. Did not mean to put that there. I'm fine. Like, bus rapid transit isn't that bad. It's just like, I kind of wish we would stop building it instead of like, you know, real like rapid transit, like light rail or a light metro. Oh, the sleep demons are fighting me again. Time to take another swig of coffee. Yeah, what bus rapid transit lines are currently being built? The C line? No, the C line has already been built. I forget. I think it's like the F or something that we're building here in the Twin Cities. There's I think there's one that they're building in Seattle. That's like a trolley bus BRT, which is kind of cool. Otherwise, most BRT lines are just like a meme, basically. Oh, and then they're... No, never mind. That's a conversion. They're converting the G line in LA to light rail? I don't know. I don't know why it's not an extension of the metro. Of the Metro B line, but I guess we'll never know. Anyways, we have a few people watching the stream. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's fucking Tuesday, and I don't know, this week is gonna crawl. I can feel it. Maybe not. I don't know, it's hard to tell these days. We'll put that there. Look at this. Look at these little buildings. These little cute... I like these cute little buildings. You ever go into like an American small town, it's always these kind of small buildings right here. And they always, on the top, they have like a brick that is engraved with like the year the building was built, and it's like 1874. I think they look really cool. I just wish we didn't destroy all of them for parking garages and parking lots. What am I doing? This is supposed to be residential area here. I'm actually gonna put down a bus garage. Do we have... Here we go. Little bus depot. Little depot. Make a cute little bus line. One of these will be an inner city bus station. Wow, these are weird looking. I don't know why they look like that. Okay, we'll put it right here. There we go. We have a cute little bus station there. I don't know why buses aren't able to just like pull up next to the station instead of like doing a weird roundabout way of getting in. Anyways, we'll do that, and then we'll start putting down some buildings right here. I like these older like 1930s 1940s like bus stations. They look pretty fucking cool. we will then create our first bus line. You know what? We'll have it go from the train station here, go up past the department store. We'll have it, whoops. We'll put a stop right there. That's a cute little area for a stop. What? Why is it doing that? What the hell? Okay. Sure. Why are you doing that, game? What the hell? Okay. We'll put it right in front of the sports stadium there. We'll have it come down here, and then we'll have it make a, what the fuck? Why is it... Okay, cool. I don't know why it's doing that. Awesome, thanks, game. We'll stagnate the bus stop there. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? This is the one problem with this game and the building tool for stations or lines, building out lines, is they just kind of get fuckulated. Yeah, that looks fine for our first bus route. I guess I'll probably turn that into a streetcar later down the line. We'll just call it north south 63. We'll just call it bus 63, and then we will go for a new look MTA bus that has like a dark deep sea blue. Where did I put the bus depot? Holy crap, we have 12,000 people living here already? Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's a 1970s looking bus. I like these little guys. I like the ones that have like the little bubble front, but those are from like the 50s. Yeah, this is a cute looking bus. What is that? They all have the same advertisement. Can I get a closer look? I can't. Oh, this isn't like Transport Fever where you can like zoom in. Yeah, that's a nice looking bus. Oh, it's almost nighttime. I should probably save the game. And the game is frozen. Lovely. Don't crash. Please, for the love of God, don't crash. I guess it's taking forever because it's my first time saving in like an hour. Oh, there we go. Holy crap, how many fucking buses are there? What the fuck? 9 but we don't need 9 buses. We need like 6, okay. I forgot that I have so many connections, like road connections, that there's a stoplight at every turn. Is there a way to adjust that? Oh, here we go. Piss off. Manual traffic lights. Okay, we'll have one there. I don't think we need one there. What the hell? How do you get rid of these? Oh, there we go. Boop. I don't think we need one there. Probably don't need one there. We'll keep one there. What's in place? Is there's a stop sign, it looks like, maybe? Imagine having to stop every 5... Oh my god, there's no stop sign. There is no stop sign. We are gonna have a lot of car crashes, but that's fine. It's not that unsafe. Don't worry, you little sillies. We'll keep that one there. Get rid of that. We'll keep that one. Keep that one. You don't need that. We'll keep that stoplight. There, that looks fine. We'll keep that one. We'll get rid of those. There we go. That's a lot of stop signs that we've gotten rid of. Do we have the... Is the train running? There it is! There it is! Look at that. Line details. We'll make this a darker... We'll make this like red. Where's like... Here we go. Here's like a dark red. Oh, that looks good. How many people are riding it? 3. It's not very fast. I guess it's fine. The little bell. I love how we have such a big train station for this tiny little train. This allows intercity trains, right? It sure does. Look at this cute little guy. I'm gonna have to flush out everything over here. I'm gonna have to add some parking for these big apartments here. And then a park. How many people do we have waiting? Like 3. Oh yeah, now we're getting to the point where we need more workers. No power? How do you have not... You have no power. There we go. We'll put that there. That'll fix it. Let's see. Does it go away? You gonna go away? There we go. Okay. Oh, we have a little airplane. There's no one on it. No one. Lovely. It's flying to Springfield. I don't know where Springfield is, but it's somewhere out there. Let's see. We could probably put down some more housing right here. There we go. That looks lovely. There was an area over here that was missing something. Oh, right here. There we go. Put that in there. I think I had... One thing that pisses me off about this game is that if you install a mod, there's like a chance. You don't know, but there's a chance that it will delete another mod that you have installed, or at least it will override it, and you go into your map and there's missing buildings, and it's like, why? It's annoying. We'll put that little guy right there. That guy's a little cute. We'll put that in there. There we go. That's it looks kind of fucked from the side, but no one cares. I ain't paying attention. I have quite a few buses. Alright, let's watch the sunset. What the fuck? Why are you going through the train station there, buddy? Oh, it's Canadian National. Of course. No respect for passenger trains, apparently. Let's see what happens when the sun sets. Oh, looks nice. Everything looks kind of nice. Ooh, what train is this? This is the city of New Orleans. Just passing through. There's a little RDC. Okay, how many people are on it? Let's see. 16! That's not too shabby. So people are using it. People are using the little shuttle to get to work. Everything is historical, so nothing's like randomly upgrading. That's nice. Oh, this building is not turning on. How are schools looking? We need a we need a lot more schools. My God. Hey, looks like we have 6 people watching right now. How's everyone doing? We need to put down like an elementary school. I have one person eligible for high school in this city. One. What the fuck? There we go. We're gonna put a high school down there. Do I have an elementary school? I do. I have a couple. Mid-sized. Oh, that's like perfect. Oh, that perfectly fits. That's awesome. Do we have a park? Do we have a park? Is there a park in here? Playground. Here we go. We'll let the little kids run around. Oh. Where's my 16-lane highway? I haven't built it yet. We need to build like a 50-lane highway. We have a highway. It just looks kind of janky right now because I haven't, finished building this. Pretty good. Got this on a while. Copy editing. Got this on while copying editing at work. Well, I hope you're having a good day at work. We got some goofy little... Oh, that is... We need to get rid of that. That is way too modern for this city. Oh, we have like a group of people. What train is this? The Silver Streak. Whoa, holy shit, that's a lot of people getting off that train. Going to Rockfield. I don't know where Rockfield is, but we got this one. That's the Twin City Zephyr. The nice thing about this station is that it's pretty big and can accommodate these. This one is too big too. Gotta delete that. There we go. We have a little RDC guy. 90 people are taking... Okay, we need a second train. We have 165 people waiting. Dear Lord. Let's take a look at our bus line. How many people are taking the bus? 293 people are waiting for the bus at this station. Holy baloney. There's a lot of cars there. I don't... Why does this game do that? Why do they, like, spawn in like that? I'm gonna have to build a parking garage, unfortunately. Which... Unfortunately, we gotta build a parking garage. We're an American... Wait, hold on a sec. Oh, where the fuck did I just build? Whoops. No, I don't mean to do that. Is it under here? It is. Parking garage right there. There we go. Hopefully people will park there and walk to the train station, you know. How do you... the fuck do you adjust time in this game, man? I don't know. I don't like playing this game at night. Everything's too dark to see. Apparently you have to have a mod to adjust time. I'm not that good with this game. We'll put in some more housing here. We'll put that in. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Oh my god, there's like a shitload of cars that just keep spawning in. Dear lord. I don't know what else to put here. Americans demand a bus. We need more bus. We need a lot more bus. Americans demand a bussy. We'll put that in there. That looks fine. It is very hard to tell what I'm doing because it is nighttime in this game. Let's see. Alright. We got our little shuttle. We got whatever this... There's a three car variant of the RDC? Where's this guy going? I don't know. It must be an inner city train of some kind. Here we have the Wabash Cannonball. I forget where that train ran out of. I think that ran between St. Louis and Detroit via Indianapolis. What is this? An inner city version of an NYC subway train. Get out of here. Oh, that's apparently a diesel version of a Highliner. We'll get rid of that. There we go. We have the Silver Streak running. That's a cute little train. How many people do we have waiting for the train here? Whoa, 90. That's not bad. That is a long ass what fucking train is this? A Corn Belt rocket. This one ran... I think this one ran between Omaha and Chicago, right? Or was it... no, Des Moines... Des Moines to Chicago was the... Des Moines rocket. Holy crap. To Springwood. Goodbye. Oh, it's sunny. It's starting to get sunny. One person is going from here to here. Okay. Anyways, let's speed up time real quick. Just so I can build in the daylight. There we go. Okay, that should be... We'll wait a couple more minutes. Yeah, that should be good. I do not want these buildings getting abandoned because it's hard to get these things unabandoned if they go abandoned. We need a lot more housing over here. We shall build more bungalows. Everyone deserves a nice little bungalow. I like these little Pittsburgh houses. They're nice. Put down some 2 flats. Put some of these little corner houses in. I like these little Midwestern... What would you call these? Like Victorian? Victorian houses? I don't know. You see these in a lot of small towns. And if you go into like some neighborhoods of like Milwaukee or Minneapolis or Des Moines, you see those buildings. Some of these look like farmhouse style. I love these big ass balconies. That's my favorite thing about these old houses are their big balconies. I want to become an old man. In the future, I want to become an old man that just sits on a balcony like that and just rocks back and forth for like hours. They got like a whole ass playground with like a jungle gym and everything back there. My God. And we'll put down a couple more 2 flats. Piss off the neighbors by having them have dense housing next to them. Yeah, I think Victorian very much Milwaukee coded. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I see these all the time when I go to when I go to like South Dakota, I see some houses like this. Same with like some rural Minnesota. Let's find some. We have Google Earth. We have technology. Let's take a look. We shall go to... Where shall we go to? We'll go to Vermilion. Vermilion's a town that I have been to. Yeah, that kind of looks like it. Oh, here we go. Here's one. That kind of looks like one of the houses we put down. I don't know what it is. Somewhere out in this field, if it's dark enough, you can see the Minneapolis skyline from like this road. I know I've seen it before. It's very interesting that you can see the skyline from that far away. Oh, I hate when they blur the houses. No, this is like more mid-century. There we go. This looks exactly like this little guy right there. Does it not? Does it? Yeah, it looks like it. It looks pretty fucking similar. Yeah. I'd say so. Let's take a look at like a neighborhood in Milwaukee. Yep. Already see one. That looks pretty similar. Ooh. We got some more over here. Whoop. That was a bit too far. There we go. Like this neighborhood down here. Oh, yeah. 100%. This is the stuff right here. Looks exactly the same. And then we got whatever this is. This is gonna be like newer. These are gonna be like newer, but these look nice. These are like newer, nicer buildings right here. Oh, I think we got some more down here. Oh yeah, these look great. And you can see the skyline right there. Put down some mid-Atlantic Victorian. Here, let's go back. Let's see if we can find some in Minneapolis. It's like... it's a little bit more flat. I know I've seen... There we go. Exactly. This is the kind of stuff we're talking about right here. Fuck yeah. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty fucking similar. I assume someone just came in and modeled everything off of Google Earth. I wish I had those levels of expertise. Let's find a small town here. Just take a look at their housing stock. We'll take a look at Morris. Morris used to have an Amtrak station, I believe. Oh, they didn't scan the neighborhoods. That's sad. We'll try and look here. Oh, you know what a good place is? Red Wing. Red Wing, Minnesota. Where is it? It's up here. Red Wing. Here we go. You go through like some of these neighborhoods right here. Oh yeah. You get some like older housing stock. There we go. That's the good. This is the good housing stock right here. This is the stuff we're building. It's unfortunate that we don't build stuff like this anymore. I mean, we kind of do, but you know, not en masse. Yeah, oh man, this is like, there we go. There's pretty uncanny to some of the stuff we have. God, those are so nice, random as hell to think of Evanston specifically, but there's some new dense single family construction that's some nice styles. Yeah, I wish we were better at building dense like single family. Even if like, you know, even if we're gonna be car brained, you know, at least I wish we'd build like dense suburbs similar to like, you know, Canada. But we can't do that apparently. Here, we'll let the time go again, just so we could have it not look so dim or dark, I guess. There we go. Okay, that looks fine. We'll build some commercial zones right here, just to make this really tall fire station not look so strange. We can't have nice buildings anymore because woke. Exactly. That, and because of like, I don't know, there's some goofy regulations. A lot of people complain about single stair reform. I don't know. I think that's, yeah, I don't know. There's some goofy stuff. A lot of nice, we could just benefit from a lot more nice housing in this country that looks a bit older, or maybe try some nice like new modern stuff, I guess. We can have a deli. we can just put down a deli right there, and we'll put in some nice 2 flats. Who is sending me Snapchats while I am streaming? Don't you know that I'm streaming? I don't have time for this. I rarely use Snapchat. It is a very annoying app. Anyways, Madison has some absolutely gorgeous homes, and I wish they'd build more because of the potential. I love Madison. I've been there. I mean, I've been there a few times. I haven't really like stopped. I've been there. I've stopped once. We went downtown for like a couple hours, coming home once, and we ate at a pizza place. Um, I just like the little the fact that Madison's on a peninsula. It's very nice. We're gonna have to look at Madison now. Madison's pretty cool. Anything that's on like what would you call this? A peninsula, I guess? I don't know. Looks pretty cool. They have like government buildings. A lot of cool government buildings. Whoa, holy crap. Okay. And then they have some BRT. We stopped at Madison on our drive to Nashville back in August, and like the outskirts of Madison, and there was like it was probably a isthmus. Yeah, that's right. We were there probably at like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and these buses were still running. That's pretty good. I think it was their BRT line. That's a really nice bus stop. Holy shit. We don't have bus stops that nice here in the Twin City. We have a couple. Okay, I like the stark contrast. Okay, no, that's not a bus stop. That's just like a newsstand. But man, Madison's so fucking good. It suffers from being in Wisconsin, of course. But I think Wisconsin has the power to retake the legislature, or at least the Democrats have the power to take a chamber potentially. You have, of course, you have the state capitol. Some of these streets are pedestrianized, I believe. Yeah, this one's pedestrianized. Yeah, I wish a lot of cities went with streetcars instead of BRT. But you know, it's not bad. It could be worse. I think the pizza place we ate at was like right here. We stopped here back in like 2021. For some random reason, we took a trip down to Kenosha. Kenosha's really nice. I love Kenosha. Kenosha and Racine were nice. We stopped there, and then we drove to Milwaukee. Went to a Brewers game and watched them clinch the division, which was nice. And then we walked around Milwaukee for a bit, and that was cool. Took us 2 hours to leave the stadium by a car. 2 hours. That's too much. That's way. Oh man, I had a sneezing fit there. That was not great. But we had to leave. It took 2 hours to leave the stadium, which was crazy. But we stayed in Kenosha, like just right outside Kenosha, probably closer to the Amtrak station. So that might have been Sturtevant or whatever that's called. Um, And then on our way drive back, we stopped in Milwaukee or Madison. Madison is such a nice place. I would live in Wisconsin if it wasn't like if it didn't have like a red legislature. But you have a lot of like, look at this. Look at how good this looks. It's like it's a square kind of, and it just fans out from downtown. Like, that's beautiful. And then of course you have this like highway that just fucking runs along the waterfront. Apparently, you're not allowed to build any buildings taller than the state capitol, which I find that to be a little goofy. You should repeal that. Coming true. I'm holding for hope. Yeah, didn't like, I think Dems in the last election gained a little bit of ground in the state legislature. I'm hoping 2026 is a different story. Who knows? But we'll have to see. I'm gonna what was I gonna look at? I don't know. I forgot. That's Madison. I like Madison. Kenosha is pretty cool. It is. Alright, it needs more housing. It just means more a lot of everything, basically. Like, come on, do we really need this large of a parking garage when there's, like, nothing down here? Like, what events are going on in Madison that require a parking garage? Or Kenosha that require that large of a parking garage? The streetcar is cool. It's a cool streetcar. I wish they turned it into more of a usable streetcar. But I didn't get a chance to ride it when I was here. But I saw it running, which was nice. And then we walked by the Amtrak station, and there was a metro train there. This was back in 2021. So I was not really into transit. I was getting into transit around the time, but wasn't really that into transit. So we could have taken the train down to Chicago, but we didn't. But yeah, I feel like just a lot. Just build more stuff, you know? Downtown just kind of feels empty. And it sucks because it's right on the water here, which is beautiful. And then, of course, you have all this old, like, early 20th century housing stock that's really beautiful. It's all on a grid. And Kenosha has their own bus system, so it's, like, not bad. I don't like golf courses. Racine is another place that is kind of nice. We drove through here. I liked it. We ate at a restaurant on the water, which might have been this place. I'm not too sure. I don't remember what I had, but it is a beautiful. I like this building right here. God, that looks nice. It's definitely built a bit more built up, but I believe it has less population than Kenosha. They really need to build some kind of commuter rail from Kenosha to Milwaukee. And Milwaukee did recently sign on, or at least get on, and it was like, hey, we really want this. So hopefully that turns into something. I'll have to make a map and start sending it to legislators in Wisconsin and be like, hey, you guys need to build this. Milwaukee has some pretty cool buildings. I like this one. I like anything that's like, what is this, like mid-century international style. I like those kind of buildings. This is probably one of my like top 10 skyscrapers. It looks cool. I like this little dividend in the middle. As you guys can tell, my ADHD is coming into play because I just keep changing subjects every 5 seconds. I like the little river that runs right through downtown Milwaukee. That's awesome. You gotta listen to me, okay? International style is like the best for skyscrapers. So many people are just like, ew, another brown box. Ew, another black box. It's like, no. I love international skyscrapers. Give me international style skyscrapers, please. Oh man, like this building is cool. Is this City Hall? That is Milwaukee City Hall. Um, but yeah, Milwaukee. I don't know. They need to just build. They need to build up a bit more. Build up more high rises, definitely for sure. And get rid of 794. I like this little area down here that's starting to get built up. And then obviously you have the Amtrak station right here. Get more train service to here. Yeah, I remember reading that. It was like back in the late 19th century. It was the tallest building in the world, I believe. And then you have just all of this. It just looks really nice. Milwaukee is just such an underrated city. Underinvested in by the state, which is sad, but it's such a great city. You have Milwaukee, you have Madison. I don't like La Crosse or Eau Claire, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. They're fine, I guess. I don't know. They're not my cup of tea. Maybe because they're just not on Lake Michigan. I wish they were invested in more and had more housing, but Eau Claire... I was in Eau Claire like a month ago, and everything... Okay, well, I was about to say everything was closed. But we were there on a Sunday, so yeah, of course everything is closed. It's not bad. I got some pretty good photos from this bridge. I've been to none of those western cities. I just associate them with bad people. Yeah, apparently there's plans to get like some kind of intercity or commuter rail from the Twin Cities to Eau Claire. Hopefully that happens. You know, hopefully something materializes there, because that'd be pretty cool. Rochester's another city that I have kind of mixed feelings of. Rochester's boring. It's just boring. There's nothing there. You go to downtown Rochester and you're like, whoa, this place is built up. And then it's boring as shit. I had a friend, she would commute from Minneapolis to Rochester. And it was like, whoa, that's a drive. And she was a city planner. And it's like, it's just kind of a boring place. Good transit. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good transit line. It would parallel 94 here. For the Mayo Clinic like twice. Yeah, I've never been to the Mayo Clinic. I know a lot. I work with a lot of fucking old people, and they drive down the Mayo Clinic all the time because they have like infinite problems. But the commuter rail line, or whatever it becomes, would go St. Paul. There'd be like a stop somewhere here, and then one in Hudson. The one that would like be over here would be connecting like bus to Stillwater. I don't know why you need two. Have one in Hudson, and then have a bus go from Stillwater to Hudson. I don't know why we need to do that. And then Hudson to, I believe there would potentially be a stop in Baldwin. Not a big town. It's like on the far exurbs of the Twin Cities. Only 4,200 live there. And then there'd be a stop in Menominee, but it'd be on the outside of Menominee. This is where the tracks are, and here's downtown, so you'd have to take a bus all the way down Menominee, and then you'd have to take the train into Eau Claire. It would terminate somewhere. like up here, not too far from downtown, which is not bad, within walking distance. And then I believe the termini of the line is Altoona. They want it to terminate in Altoona, which is a pretty good idea. It'd probably terminate somewhere up here, maybe like at this station or whatever X station that used to be. Personally, I think it'd be better. Let's see if we can go to Open Railway Map. I think it would be better if it served... Why is that squarular? What the hell? Okay, it is not a square. It is more circular. I don't know what's going on with the map. But it would go from like here. There'd be a... Okay, you want to know what? Maybe my plan is not that good of an idea. Because I was thinking you build a station like here or here. And then you have the train terminate up at like Chippewa Falls. There's more population there than Altoona. But then that doesn't really set you up for an extension to Madison or Milwaukee. I think this just needs to reload or whatever. Okay, and now the track is gone. Let's refresh. Okay, I don't know what the problem is, but it's gone now. I've been having issues with Open Railway Map for like a couple of days, but yeah, the train should probably go from here to like you want to know what? They should build a station like right in this area here, and then have a shuttle that connects Eau Claire up to like Chippewa Falls or even up to the Bloomer. Run like every hour or so. Because there's a lot of population within this area. It's going to be like 200,000 in the Eau Claire metro. I think that would make a lot of sense. The proposal from the Department of Transportation, the Wisconsin DOT, is like Twin Cities, Hudson, Eau Claire. That would be like its own service. And then Eau Claire. And then it would be Twin Cities, Eau Claire, down to Wisconsin Dells, Portage, and then straight down to Madison to Milwaukee. That's not a bad idea. Maybe even have a train or two extend to Chicago. Dear Lord, there is a lot of notifications just popping off on my phone. Anyways, I think that's not a bad idea. To Madison. I want Madison Amtrak so fucking badly. Apparently the current mayor is like, we need an Amtrak station here, like, today. And they're planning an Amtrak station. They've been planning an Amtrak station for like the past like 3 years or something. I don't know where I'd put a station, honestly. Because if you're gonna extend service in the future up to Minneapolis, it's like, you'd probably want to put a station here or somewhere over here. But at the same time, it cucks you from having a train station. It cucks you from downtown service. What I think they should do, this is a hot take. This is a Thunderwolf 08 hot take coming in. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Alright. You build a station like here or here. Right? And then you build another station here. So you have trains going from Milwaukee to Madison that are terminating in Madison. Would terminate at this station here. Hold up. This is where the controversial stuff comes in. And you have a second station here. So you serve both stations with trains terminating specifically in Madison. And the second station would be served only by trains going beyond Madison north to like the Twin Cities or Eau Claire. That's my proposal. But I think right now, I don't even think they should bother with a Twin Cities, Madison, Milwaukee, Chicago service. It should just go Twin Cities, Chicago, Milwaukee, and bypass Madison for the time being. Building a station inside the Y. True. Maybe not inside the Y, but like right here. Outside of the Y. But I think they should bypass Madison for now. Because just... It is a pain. It is fucking insane. Upgrading this track here would cost a lot of money. I think the goal for the Borealis should be 4 round trips per day. Not even 110 miles per hour, but like 4 round trips per day. You do a shitload of double tracking that the Sioux line just erased for some fucking reason. Also, hi Alan, I forgot to say that. But you do Twin Cities to Chicago, Milwaukee, La Crosse. You have 4 round trips per day. Do a lot of double tracking. Upgrade track speeds to 79 miles per hour along most of the route, maybe even 90 in some spots. The goal should be like a 6.5 hour travel time from St. Paul to Chicago via Milwaukee. 6.5 hour travel time. And then, you know, obviously it would probably be a little bit more going to Minneapolis, but I think 6.5 hour travel time is good for the Borealis. At 4 round trips per day, that shit right there would get me bricked up. Even just like the thought of a second round trip is great. It should be 100. Yeah, they did a study. I know, was it 90 or was it 110? No, it was 90. Oh, I need to find the study. It was like, it would shave like 3 minutes off of travel time if they did 90 miles per hour between Milwaukee and Chicago. But I think that was only between General Mitchell International and like Waukegan or something. It was like the Hiawatha 90 mile per hour study. Is this it or is this it? It might be the same thing. Is it this? I was reading it just like a couple of weeks ago. Oh yeah, this is it. They would have 90 miles per hour between Roundout and MKE, and it would shave like 3 minutes off of travel time. And it's like, at that point, it's kind of like, you know, really? It should probably be 110. I think the big goal for the Hiawatha should be electrification. If you can electrify that line, if you can get CPKC and Metra to electrify that line, because Metra owns like half of it, I believe, right? I believe Metra owns the section between Roundout and Chicago. If you can get that section electrified all the way from Milwaukee to Chicago, even at 79 miles per hour, that would be game changing. That would probably shave 20 to 30 minutes off of travel time. And then you could run, you know, if you were to negotiate with CPKC, run hourly service. But Wisconsin would never invest in anything like that. They got rid of... Wisconsin's so fucking stupid. Because they had an intercity bus from Green Bay to Milwaukee that they recently defunded, and it cost like $1 million to fund. It's like, how do you do that? I find those studies dumb because they didn't change the schedule padding and don't envision express service either. Yeah, that is true. It's the same thing with like upstate New York high-speed rail, where it's like they did... I need to find that one. It was like NY State HSR. Oh, please tell me this is a PDF. Oh, that's not it. It's like HSR 90B or something, right? Here we go. This is the dumbest. This right here is the dumbest thing. If it would load. They studied like 4 different options. It was like minor improvements. There was alternative 90A, 90B, 110, and then 125. So that's 5 improvements. Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God. Get me started. It's like train out to Buffalo faster than Amtrak. Oh Lord. 1930 train. Express service. Yeah, I hate when people do that. Or like people are just like, whoa, this old train was faster, and it's just like, yeah, because it made like 3 stops. Yeah, they did. They studied 220 miles per hour? When did they do this? I don't remember reading this one. Okay, here we go. I don't think they studied 220. How to bully freight railroads. Yeah, they need to learn how to bully freight railroads. But they just need to... I think the big thing a lot of states need to do is just building a shitload of capacity on their inner city rail lines. Double track, triple track, quad track. If you can do that, like even at 79 miles per hour, you can have a competent Amtrak service, but they just have so much fucking like delays just baked into the service, and it's like, why? If we can find 110, if we can just find like the big comparison here. Yeah, what pissed me off about 110? So, the difference between 90, there were like basically 4 choices. There was 90A, 90B, 110, 125. 90A and 90B were basically the same, except I think 90B had a higher average speed and 1 additional round trip to Albany. It was like 8 round trips per day between New York City and Buffalo, and 17 round trips per day between Albany and New York City. And then alternative 110 was the same frequency. So it was the same frequency, and it was like a 5-minute time savings. And it's like, if you're gonna upgrade to 110, why not do track straightening? Like, why are you upgrading the 110 with like the current track geometry instead of doing track straightening? I guarantee you, if you were to do track straightening in a couple of sections, you could get 110 miles per hour between Buffalo and Albany and New York City to be pretty fast, and you don't have to like do the weird 125 mile per hour option where you like skip specific cities. Because the one alternative 125, do they have a map of alternative 125? I think we skipped it. Yeah, here we go. Alternative 125 is like black and orange, and this shit was so stupid. It pissed me off. They skip Utica, Rome, and Schenectady, which are like populated places. And Utica did get passenger rail service, but it was like 9 hours end to end from Niagara Falls to New York City via Utica, and it's like, how the fuck is it so slow at alternative 125? But apparently it's just running on like the black and yellow track. New York, I don't know. Wow, a study can never be botched to favor a specific thing. Yeah, I wonder. The one thing that does piss me off about 90B, and this is something that Michigan does too that pisses me off, is that they don't look at local services. Instead, they only go New York City to Buffalo and Niagara Falls. It's like, okay, what about Albany to Buffalo? Why don't you, instead of like, 8 round trips per day between Buffalo and New York City, you have an additional 8 round trips between Albany and Buffalo? Because then that's hourly service between Albany and Buffalo. That would be fucking amazing. No, we can't do that. And it's the same thing with Michigan. It's like, oh, Wolverine expansion? It has to be 6 round trips per day between Pontiac and Chicago. It can't be 6 round trips per day, plus an additional, 6 round trips between, what city is that? Between Kalamazoo and Detroit. In fact, that's something Michigan should be doing right now. They should be looking at their lines. Michigan, you own all of the track between Dearborn and Kalamazoo. Instead of waiting for Chicago Hub Improvement Program, hey, see ya, Alan. But instead of waiting for the Chicago Hub Improvement Program to be finished, you should be doing a local service between like Kalamazoo and Detroit, at least like 2 or 3 round trips per day. Nope, can't fucking do that apparently. Especially when you own that track. You should be doing the upgrades for that track. Also, what pisses me off about the Wolverine is every round trip has a fucking different service pattern. Albion, I believe like Albion only gets 1 train a day. And like Niles or Dowagic only also get 1 round trip per day too. It's like, it's fucking stupid. Have every round trip serve the same towns and cities. It makes no sense to have them like do different service patterns. It's stupid. I don't like, you only run 3 round trips per day. Have them serve the same corridor. I don't get it. It makes 0 sense to me. Michigan is a very like frustrating state to me, because they have like pretty good, bones for Amtrak service, and then it's like, no, fuck you. It's the same thing, like, what else? It's like the same thing with like the Pre-Marquis, right? The Pre-Marquis goes from Chicago to Grand Rapids, and it runs on like this track that's pretty slow, right? Michigan should be planning, as much as I, believe that Benton Harbor and St. Joseph and who else out here? Bangor and Holland do deserve Amtrak service. They should be planning to reroute the Pre-Marquis from Chicago along the track that Amtrak owns, that has a top speed of 110 miles per hour from Chicago to Kalamazoo, and then you would route it up here on this track right here. This track, I don't know who owns this track. I think it's probably like a short line railroad. You would route it on this track right here and just go straight up into Grand Rapids. Because you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're giving Kalamazoo Amtrak service to Grand Rapids, which doesn't exist, and you're giving Grand Rapids faster Amtrak service to Chicago. Plus, if you were to upgrade this track right here, you could route a train from Detroit through Ann Arbor to Jackson, Albion, Battle Creek, Kalamazoo, straight up to Grand Rapids. To me, that makes so much sense. But no, we have to wait for Chicago Hub Improvement Program to be finished to increase the frequency by 3. Which, again, not the worst. Like, that's still pretty good. At 6 round trips per day, ridership would explode on this corridor. But they really need to focus on having a more local intrastate service. But that's my thoughts. It is nice that they are planning a coast-to-coast corridor from Holland to Detroit. That's something that we saw at the Midwest Interstate Passenger Rail Commission meeting, which is good. You love to see it. They're also still doing Traverse City to Ann Arbor, which really pisses me off that it doesn't go all the way to Detroit, but, you know, that's a story for probably a YouTube video I'll end up making. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I would this train Traverse City to Detroit would be a banger. But I'm probably gonna go and end the stream. It was nice seeing you guys come out. Wahoo, wahoo. Thanks for coming out and talking. Same with Alan. I am... Does he have a St. Louis, Michigan? I'm gonna go. I'm fucking hungry as shit. I did not eat much for breakfast. But I might stream tomorrow. Maybe I might not. Who knows? I'm still working on a YouTube video. I think I'm going to start a bi-weekly news show that's just transit related called Transit Transmit. All of the good names have already been taken, so I'm just going to go with Transit Transmit, which I think sounds fine because, right, you're transmitting things over the radio or whatever over YouTube. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.